Yeah, we back. It's the Boom Bap Hour Uncut.
Word, man. Yeah, man. Shit crazy. Feeling good right now.
Okay.
We got the studio story.
Oh, yeah.
Bizzo Studio Stories.
Studio Stories.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What's poppin', though, man? What's really good?
What we got going on now?
Okay, so I guess this is like maybe 2001, 2002.
Uh-huh.
Good old days.
Yeah, like the turn of the millennium, right? So this this after 9/11 though.
Except for 9/11.
This after 9/11.
Right after.
This is post 9/11, right?
Okay.
So New York, you know, it's a little crazy up there, right?
Everything
I
is
didn't
crazy.
think so.
I'm up there. I'm working with this guy from Canada, and he's got me in New York working on some music with this dude. And we ain't doing hip hop. We doing like reggaeton / like club music or whatever. Okay, so I'm in the studio, and they say, "Hey, man, we want to start mixing some of the songs. So we're gonna go to New York, to Manhattan, and we're gonna go to Quad Recording Studios." So Quad is a famous studio in New York. This is the place that
where Tupac got shot?
Yeah, that's where
That's
Tupac
where
got
Tupac
shot.
got shot.
Right, okay. So I'm in there. We walk in, and there's a guy sitting there, and I don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time coming to the studio or whatever. So he introduced himself. He say, "What's up, man? My name Rock Logic."
Oh.
So I was like, "Okay, bet. My name Bizzo, da-da-da-da," right? So, you know, we busting it up. I played I'll give him the session, and we load it up. We start mixing the song, whatever. And he say, "Yo, you know I work with MOP. I'm the engineer." So I was like, "Oh shit, you engineer for MOP?" That was good. I was like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying? Because at this time they had Annie Up, all of that shit out.
Shout out to
you know
Billy
what I mean? They
Dance.
was popping in New York,
Word.
and we had the interview with Billy
Yeah,
Dance,
with Billy
right?
Dance.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Yeah.
so we in there, and then the dude say, "Yo," he's like, "Yo, you do you DJ?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he's like, "Yo, you know, I made this record called Shake What Your Mama Gave You."
Oh, shit.
Right?
Oh,
so I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was the Luke song. So I was like, "You talking about the Luke joint? You produced that?" He's like, No.
That's the
This,
first
I
shit
did like
you
this
know
little
about.
party record where it's like, "Shake what your mama gave you, shake what your mama gave you." Right? So I was like, "Oh shit." I used to play, I would play this at parties all the time when I was DJing. So I was like, but that joint says Sticky in the Hoods. It didn't say Rock Logic, right? So he was like, "Yeah, I didn't have a name at that time, and that's the only shit we could come up with." Right?
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, "Oh shit, where?" He's like, "Yeah, we only came out with one record. That was it." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "But that shit took off. Like, we made a whole bunch of money off the 12-inch. So, you know, we just sitting there busting up, making a song, whatever. And then he say, "Yo, you hungry?" I said, "Hell yeah." He said, "Let's go to lunch." Bam. So we downtown New York, Manhattan, right? 7th Avenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go into this little like bar / delicatessen.
Okay.
And all the way in the back, it's this dude DJing, right? You know, you can't really see him from the front and where the bar is at. You can't see him clearly,
Okay.
right? So he like, "You said you DJ, right?" So I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, come meet my friend." We start walking back towards the DJ booth. I'm like, "Oh, I wonder who his friend is." I'm getting closer, and I'm like, "Yo, is that who I fucking think it is?"
Oh,
I was like, "Oh shit, it's Grandmaster Flash."
Oh, my
wow.
What
That's
the
crazy.
fuck, right?
Oh, you met one of the gods.
So I was like, "Oh shit." Now, Grandmaster Flash inspired my career.
Wow, he's the
Okay?
sure.
He inspired my career. He is the reason why I
He's
do
a
anything with
spark.
hip hop, period.
He's
Okay.
the spark.
Besides my brother,
Right.
my older brother, you know what I'm saying, who did it too. But like, he inspired my brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he inspired my brother, he definitely inspired me.
Right.
Okay.
He
So I'm like, "Oh shit, Grandmaster Flash, what?" So, you know, he's like, "What's good? What's good, young brother?" He stick his hand out, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm about to shake the hands that created hip hop."
Hip-hop,
My
son.
nigga. The hands that created this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. He was like, yeah, my man said you DJ. I was like, hell yeah, I DJ. I'm from Philly. My name Bizzo. Da, 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 right?
Always wanted to be the next podcast star? So what's the holdup? If you're looking for the easiest way to make your podcast, then listen up. Anchor gives you everything you need to make your podcast in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. And that's not all. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And you can easily make more money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Ready for your voice to be heard across the globe? So what are you waiting for? Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, ANCHOR.FM to get started today.
Right? Wow. He like, you want to get on?
Whoa.
Wow.
What? Now, here's my handicap, though.
Oh, man.
If y'all ever seen me DJ, I got the turntables. 2 on one side, mixer on the other side. Right? Flash had his mixer in the middle.
Uh-oh.
So that shit's like kryptonite to me.
Right.
Because I could do it, but I can't do it to the level that I would have wanted to show Grandmaster Flash.
She could do.
But nevertheless, I did some scratching, showed him my cutting abilities. Couldn't really do my back-to-backs and none of that shit. But he was like, oh, shit, you can DJ. You good. I was like, yeah, man. I've been doing this shit since, like, 81, nigga, when you put out Adventures of Grandmaster Flash and the Wheels of Steel.
Shit.
Wow.
I know he looking at you.
Highlight of my DJ career.
That's the best.
I met the Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster.
And he let me get on his set and rock.
Man.
Wow.
That's like meeting the Master Jedi.
That's amazing.
Nigga, you seen the Get Down?
Yes.
We just watched it the other day.
I was the nigga fucking
You was
Shaolin Fantastic,
Fantastic.
nigga.
Dang.
Okay? The little young nigga that was like, yeah, I'll go to the store and get your records. I'll do anything.
Wow.
You tell me to do. Oh shit, that's how you do that?
That's crazy.
That's how I was to my brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my brother, he would have the equipment in the basement, and I'd be like, what is that? I want to play with that so bad. And then he let me get on it because I kept telling him I could do it better than him.
Okay.
He was like, no, you can't. You never will. But you could try. He gave me my shot. I ain't looked back since.
Wow.
And that was in like 81?
No,
this is before 81. This is like 79.
Wow.
With these things called BSRs. By 81, his turntable game had progressed. Like, because he was older. He was graduating from high school in 81.
Damn.
You know, in the Get Down, when they was going into the when the mayor when he was trying to get the dude the young kid to come and be with the mayor. And the Puerto Rican dude try to use them to be with the mayor and shit. That's the year he talking about.
That's the year. Okay.
That's the year he talking about.
Okay.
Before it was even fucking.
Right. These
Before
niggas wasn't even in the
anything.
But all right.
Do you understand how deep that is to touch the hands of hip hop? Like that.
That's like amazing.
This nigga created fucking. Oh my god.
Created this shit, fam.
It's like so legendary.
Like he's the first person I heard on turntables, right? Do what he does on turntables, right? Then I heard him on a beatbox, like on a drum machine. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? And this was just like a cassette tape that was floating around the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what
you know what I'm saying. It was like you was hearing this shit on cassette tapes. People would have copies of copies of copies of copies.
On there? The year he said
79, right?
Yeah, it said Flash.
Damn,
79. And
how them tapes was going around the hood, and how them dudes was. Remember how they threw that party off the Flash tapes?
Yep.
And they wasn't supposed to. That shit was real. Now that shit wasn't happening in Philly, because we was too far away. You know what I mean? For them niggas to be mad that we got flash tapes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was easier to get it, huh?
But in New York, that shit was real because it was like, how the fuck you
How
get
you
it, nigga?
get this?
Because might be the reason why niggas in Philly got it.
Wow.
Because people would be in the party stealing
not
it.
Supposed to be overseas.
Right.
They was remember that dude that had the boom box that was in there stealing the tapes? He was in there recording it.
Yeah.
He would be stealing the recordings and then going out and making tapes.
Right.
I'm glad he did that shit though. What?
Actually, he was the first.
I love that nigga.
And he actually, he plays a good part of hip hop too.
That nigga is an integral part on why it fucking spread out.
Exactly.
Right.
Because if we didn't ever get them cassette tapes, we would have never heard that shit.
Never heard it.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
So he did a good thing.
Yeah, he did a good thing and a bad thing.
He was stealing.
He was stealing because he didn't let them know.
Right.
And people was using.
But think about it. Guess what? That's the same thing that nigga Napster did. Nigga from Napster. He did a bad thing and a great thing at the same time.
And still getting paid.
Right.